Welcome back, everybody. So today I'm going to be making soy sauce eggs. My son actually requested this today, and I do this from time to time. He likes to eat these for lunch or a meal, but they can be a side dish, and they can also be made with quail eggs. Now, this recipe is coming from my Korean mother-in-law. I just sort of switched up the ratios of ingredients, which you can as well, because it's to taste. It's basically hard-boiled or soft-boiled eggs in a flavorful soy sauce broth. Let me show you how I do it. Okay, so first I'm going to start by making the soy sauce broth. Here I have 1 1/4 cups of water. And I'm going to want all of this to eventually come up to a simmer. And I'm going to add, this is 2 cloves of garlic that I thinly sliced. You can mince your garlic. I like to add sliced garlic. I'm going to add the whites of 2 scallions, just the whites. The greens I will add later. And I am going to be using kelp. This is dried kelp, and I have about 4 pieces here. These are like 2-inch length pieces, 2.5 inch, and that's 4 little pieces going in. And I'm going to let that come up to a simmer. At this point, I am going to go ahead and add my 1/2 cup of soy sauce. This is a 1/2 cup, and 3 tablespoons of sugar. Now, this is to taste, so once this broth simmers for about 3 minutes, I'm going to give it a taste, and if it needs a little more soy sauce or a little more sugar, I will adjust, but it's to taste. I'm going to give this a mix. And once it comes back up to simmer, another 3 minutes or so. Okay, so I had this simmering for about 2 minutes. I'm going to shut off the heat, and I'm just going to let this steep for another 10 minutes or so. I'm actually going to take it off this burner and let it sort of cool off and come to room temperature as it steeps. Okay, so now it's time to make the eggs. Here I have water that's been brought up to a boil. So I am using 6 room temperature large eggs. You could do this with any size egg, really. Quail egg is also another thing I do sometimes if I find them at my local H Mart. So I'm just going to add my room temperature eggs to the boiling water. Okay, so my eggs are in. I'm going to let these cook for about 7 minutes. If you want soft, like extra soft, runny boiled eggs, then 6 minutes, but I'm kind of going between hard-boiled and soft-boiled. I actually like a good runny egg, but my son kind of likes it somewhere in between. Okay, so it's been about 7 minutes. Now I'm going to shock them and place them in cold water to stop the cooking process. And actually, some of my eggs cracked here. One kind of hit the bottom of the pan too hard when I put it in. It happens, but I'm still going to use it. Okay, so I'm going to let these sit in the cool water for several minutes before peeling. Okay, so my eggs should be cool enough to handle. So I'm just going to carefully peel these. Let's see what luck I have. Also, I've done several videos in the past where I've boiled eggs, and I always see comments to add vinegar to the water. So that is another tip. I actually didn't do that today. Maybe I should have tried it had I remembered before I added the eggs, but maybe a tablespoon of vinegar to the boiling water. Also, apparently, from what you guys tell me in the comment section, also helps to peel the eggs. But this one came out pretty good. Yeah. So I'm going to continue the process until all the eggs are peeled. Okay, so my eggs are in my container. By the way, when I was peeling these, I think these are on the soft boiled side. I should have left them in there a little bit longer, but they're still going to be good. Actually, my husband enjoys them soft boiled. I was just trying to let him go a little further because it's what my son prefers, but he'll still eat it. He loves these. Okay, and the container, the size I'm using, it's a 950 milliliter container with a lid. So just to give you an idea that it should fit in there. So now I'm going to take my broth. Oh, by the way, I adjusted the sugar to this. I added an extra half tablespoon of sugar. So somewhere between 3.5 tablespoons to 4 tablespoons or a quarter cup of sugar, that works in this. So now I'm going to add a tablespoon of roasted, toasted sesame seeds and the green part of the 2 scallions that I had used earlier for the whites. And I had some jalapenos grow in my garden, and these are super hot, by the way. Little tip for jalapenos: if you're growing jalapenos in your garden and you want to know when to pick them, for a milder jalapeno, you want to pick it as soon as it gets shiny and green, which is very young. But this turned green, dark green, and it turned red. The older the jalapeno on the, on the plant, it's going to be a lot hotter. So I only sliced a little bit because I want a little bit of heat with this. So going in. And these are going to just hang out in my fridge. I probably could just leave them on the countertop if I want room temperature eggs, since we're eating them today. But I store these in the fridge for about a couple, 3 days to a week. Honestly, just as long as they're stored in a container in the fridge, they should be fine for up to 5 days to a week. So my eggs have been sitting here for about 2 hours, and I'm going to serve them with some green onion pancakes. And this was an easy batter. I didn't even measure it, but I'll tell you, I used 3 bunches of scallions, the whites and the green. I just roughly chopped it. I added around a cup of flour, 1 egg, and water until it was a thick batter, and a little bit of onion powder and a little bit of garlic salt. That's it. Real simple. I'll probably be able to get 2 medium-sized pancakes out of this, and I'm going to serve that alongside rice and those eggs. And I also pickled some fresh cucumber. My husband and my kid, they love cucumbers, and anytime I can get my kid to eat vegetables, I will make things like this. Okay, so here is the finished product. I went ahead and served 2 eggs in a small bowl, and I added 1 on top of the rice. And what we typically do next is just take some of the soy sauce broth and add it right on top of the eggs. I also like to add a drizzle of sesame oil, maybe some extra sesame seeds, and this is a tasty meal. I hope you give this recipe a try. I hope you like it, and thanks for watching.